Welcome back to OzRust News, the only news source for the OzRust community. Before we get into the main news, we are excited to announce the OzRust Hardcore PvE server. From 6 AM to 5 PM, in-game time, it is all PvE. But at night, from 5 PM until 6 AM, in-game time, it will be PvP and raiding. Again, this is in-game time and not real time. June's update has finally arrived, which means we can finally ride horses. But before we get into that, let's go over the previous wipe. We had Happus with no stability again, and got to see some cray-cray base designs. Given this twist, the buildings of the wipe are even more spectacular than before. We have the Command Center by the Greed Clan on AU PvE, the Behemoth by Jasper, also on AU PvE, and Outpost 2 Electric Boogaloo by Dabu on US 5x PvE. Moving on to June's update, the Giddy Update, we finally have horse riding, so thank you Helk, it took you long enough. You'll notice now that horses sometimes spawn with saddles. If you find one, approach the saddle and press E to ride it. When you're on your horse, you will notice a yellow bar above your health. This is the horse's stamina bar. To increase it, you will need to feed your horse fruits or vegetables. To do this, simply drop your food from your inventory to the ground in front of the horse. If your horse is damaged, you can check its health by riding it and looking down at the saddle. To heal it, you must feed it again. The controls are simple. To move, it's the standard WASD. To sprint, hold shift. To get off the horse, press spacebar. And if you press control, it will rear up and attack whatever is in front of you. There are plans for taming horses and hitching them in the near future, but right now it's still an experimental phase. Moving on from the horses, we have another new feature, which is the new menu, which, in case you are blind, is much neater than before and servers load much faster. The server list even says how recently a server is wiped. You can also access the latest Rust news, your inventory, the workshop and the item store. There was no MVP challenge last wipe, so in our book, you are all winners, so participation awards for all. This coming wipe's MVP challenge will be NPC distance, so get out there and snipe those scientists and zombies. This MVP challenge will not apply to the US 2x PvE server. This has been OzRust News. We will have a news update for you every wipe. For more information, visit www.ozrust.com. Thank you for listening and hope to see you next update. This has been Sergeant Pepper.